I keep consumption super saiyan, wanna be. I eat a peanut butter, put your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your shit and see her sunken, missing me, she keep on cutting. She ain't keep her love, a hot box, a demon bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker, she bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold, the God calls.
Oh shit! I didn't say it. I was thinking
Now you say bananas.
bananas. There you go. I guess we took each other's roles for once.
My shoulder's still fucked up from whatever I did yesterday.
What'd you do to
We-
you
well-
said that like I know.
No, I know. Well, no, let me explain. Okay, so this has happened to me once before.
Okay.
Excuse me while I
Hello,
get very
Lucky Show, by the way.
distracting with the mic. Anyways, this has happened to me once before. I've seen this once before. So, anyways, I'm minding my business, getting ready for work. This has probably been 6 or 7 months ago. And I sit down to eat a bowl of cereal on my bed. And like all of a sudden I just feel the muscle tighten on right like from here all the way across my back on my shoulder blade, like down my shoulder blade. And it was the worst thing I've ever experienced, like in this area of my body. Because like I couldn't, and you can see it here. I can't really turn my head.
You're right. So it's not a heart attack.
No, it's not a heart attack. No, it just was like, because I've been going to the gym and stuff, and I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but it just got really tight. You know what I mean? It still is tight, and I can't
Probably
really,
dehydrated.
I can't really look this way, but I can do this. So it's great.
I'll teach you a trick after the podcast.
Well, no. So, anyways, that happened like 6 months ago, right?
Oh, Jesus.
So no. It's been fine since. Like it got better. Yesterday, I'm like chilling in bed. I got up to go pee. I'm laying down. It's like 4 a.m. Get ready to go back to sleep, and I'm sleeping kind of like on my back. And I wake up to like to that feeling again, like right before it happens. And I was like, "Oh no!" And then it happened. And then I could was struggling to like put my shirt on and stuff that morning, and April had to come and like help me, and it was a whole thing. And I still went to work. But that was like
You're already such an old man. It's crazy how
I'm
much of an
not
old man you
it's
are.
better today. Like it's way better today. But
Yeah?
like yesterday was awful. Like I couldn't turn I can kind of turn today. It's going to be better by tomorrow. I'm going to the gym because like I haven't been to the gym the last 2 days because of this shit. So like I'm going tomorrow.
Don't go until it like is better.
No, I'm just going to work it out.
That's not
like,
you're going to hurt it more and
fuck
actually
it.
have
Well,
to
it shouldn't
go
hurt
to the
me
doctor.
first.
That's not how that works. You're letting a weird kind of ego take over that shouldn't exist yet.
It's too late. It started it.
Anyway, I know a trick that might help.
What's the trick?
Well, it's a long, annoying process to
Why is
explain,
that?
and it's a lot. Dude, shut the fuck up. I hate it when you do this shit. I'll show you after the fucking podcast, dude. How many times do I have to say it? What is it? How do I do it? What's annoying about it? Why don't you want to do it now? Dude, I swear to God.
Oh,
What-
my God.
What's in the fucking... I had something. No, okay, I forgot.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
Say something for a second so I can...
Something for a second. So yesterday, also yesterday. No, sorry. Saturday, I made Quentin and Charlie laugh. Probably the hardest that they've ever laughed in their lives. More so Charlie than Quentin. I think Quentin was more upset about what I said because he just didn't say it.
I think that's probably true. Honestly, I think you're exactly on the nose with that. I think Quentin was like, "Fuck, this was the best joke ever for this moment," and I didn't say it. And it's such a Quentin joke too. Like, you said it, and I was like, "Damn, Quentin didn't say it." Like that's a Quentin kind of joke to make.
So for some background, we went and saw Ant-Man Quantumania, and we
good.
talked about on here. So spoilers, spoilers. In Quantumania, MODOK's in Quantumania. And it's revealed over the course of the movie that MODOK is actually Darren Cross, who's the bad guy, who is the Yellow Jacket in the first Ant-Man. And everybody that because like MODOK has like a face mask, and every time he lifts up that face mask, everybody goes, Darren? Throughout the movie. It's an ongoing joke throughout the movie. So, the other day, we're at the mall in Hot Topic. Our second time being there after having ditched Quentin a couple of stores before. And we come back, and Quentin's there. He's looking at this little MODOK keychain. He's like, ooh, MODOK or whatever. And Charlie's sitting there right next to him.
And we're like both. It's literally like in a fucking TV show. Like our heads are like close to each other, looking at it like, ooh, like
You know.
for like a brief moment. And then Creighton
trying to
just
think of
walks up,
something funny to say
and then Creighton walks up
behind them.
and he goes, Darren? Because in Ant-Man Quantumania, 7 times, every time MODOK is introduced in front of a new character who they all recognize as the guy from the first movie, they all go, Darren? It is fucking awesome.
Like even Michael Douglas, like when he's laying on the ground,
Darren?
he's like laying on the ground dying. And Michael Douglas comes up, he's like, Darren?
And then Creighton just fucking killed us. We were not prepared for that level of incredible scene. Because MODOK's supposed to be like this big bad villain, and he just wasn't.
Well, that's the thing. Like he's a joke, but also he's not a joke. But you know, it's one of those things. Like they almost had something. Like you could really feel it. But the best part of MODOK was probably Darren. And Quentin and Charlie just lost it. Charlie, do you have the weather or no?
I do.
Okay.
The weather in Boone County, Kentucky is 52 degrees Fahrenheit. The precipitation is 0%, the humidity is 45%, and the wind is a whopping unlucky 13 miles per hour.
Damn.
That's the weather in Boone County, Kentucky. It's gone. Fuck you. The humidity is like 7 or something. I don't even remember.
No, it was 45%.
There you go. I knew I'd fucking trick you if I tried to say it.
What was the temperature again?
52%. I mean degrees.
Wait, what?
54, 52, something like that.
What was the wind chill?
Fuck you. I think it was fuck you. How dare you ask me something that I've never said before? What's the wind chill? It's Kentucky. It's probably gravy or something. Just flying through the air after that tornado that hit. Was that big tornado in Kentucky? I think there was a big tornado in Kentucky the other day. Dude, have you been seeing all the fucking weather shit?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, there's some weather shit. It's that time of year. There's weather changing. It's been kind of weird with the heat and the cold being, like, not where they're supposed to be, you know? But then, like, over the last 3 weeks, I was like, man, that's an awful lot of tornadoes. That's an awful lot of firestorms.
Well, like
that's an awful lot of explosions on railways and, like, plastic facilities.
Well, no. Look, it's just like
it's not all weather. I'm saying that maybe there's a conspiracy.
What's the movie? How was it called? The Day After Tomorrow. It's like that. See, it's happening because in that movie, which came out before Dick Cheney's movie, or not Dick Cheney, Al Gore's movie about weather patterns, The Day After Tomorrow came out. So we're living it, Charlie. We are the day after tomorrow.
Well, it's actually more like the day after tomorrow, after tomorrow, after tomorrow.
Well, yeah,
at this point,
I mean, it came out like, what,
many thousands of days later.
Yeah. Do you want to know what the Urban Dictionary word of the day is?
No, I never do.
Oh.
I've never wanted to know.
Well,
you always tell me.
It's here.
Okay.
It's ghetto lawyer. Do you want to know what it is?
I guess. I'm worried about it.
You don't want to guess?
No, I don't want to
Oh,
guess.
okay. A person argumentative in nature, whose nature is not only matched by his/her petty ignorance. Ignorant nature.
Start over.
Oh, wait.
You've ruined it. Say it again.
A person argumentative in nature, whose nature is only matched by his or her petty ignorant nature.
Give me your phone. You don't know how to use
wait.
commas. You're messing up this
they
grammar.
don't have any commas in there. Look. You read it, and you tell me how it's said. See what I mean?
There's literally no punctuation in this whole. It doesn't even end in a period. How is this supposed to be any kind of dictionary?
Maybe we should change it.
Hold on. Let me insert the commas with my brain. A person argumentative in nature, whose nature is only matched by his or her petty, ignorant nature. One whom, wow, this is terrible. You were right. I apologize for digging on you. One whom can't cope with the world as it is, so they pick at their reality in a futile attempt to argue to circumvent a fixed scenario. One who tries to change the circumstances of others to suit their own ends often behaves in an ignorant and petty way with no real train of logical thought. This is you. You're a ghetto lawyer. The man complains and argues about so much dumb shit he needs to be put on contract as a ghetto lawyer. That's you.
Nice.
You're literally a ghetto lawyer.
I knew there was something in
That's
there. But
crazy.
whoever wrote this, like
literally, and I mean not like fake literally where it's like, oh, there's a couple. Literally, actually, zero punctuation. There's not even apostrophes on those words that
it's
need 'em.
like they wrote it trying to sound smart and then like just
Forgot to be smart.
Yeah. That might be the worst one we've ever attempted to read.
Yeah, but I mean, it's incredibly apt. It's like you wrote it, and
Yeah.
it's describing you as well, which is like a double whammy.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
There we go. Sorry, I was about to fall. Anyways.
I went.
Sorry.
You go first.
No, I was gonna say like I feel like there's been a lot that's happened that we need to talk about. Like number one, Hogwarts Legacy. Have you played it yet? Are you gonna play it?
I don't know. I was going to, like initially, but so many people have played it, and I've seen so much of it now that I'm like,
Is the story good, or is it just one of
it
those
seems
things where,
okay.
like,
It seems like it seems like an okay game.
So
it
is
doesn't
it
seem like the best game ever,
a
but it seems very. The
s-
gameplay seems very satisfying and fun.
Is
That
it-
seems to be what everyone loves the most.
Is it a sequel or a prequel to the original saga of Harry Potter?
Prequel by like 200 years.
Really?
Yeah, it's in
That-
like
oh,
Victorian
shit.
England. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Victorian times. Like there's no phones or
Well,
cars.
there we
or anything.
go.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's cool. I mean, it seems cool. I don't know. Man, I still haven't finished God of War. I got that game like
Oh,
when
yeah?
it came out back in like fucking October or something. I just have not. I played it the first like 3 or 4 days that I had it. I played it every day 'cause I was really sick that week. I was
Yeah.
like I stayed home from work sick, which you know me, that does not happen often.
Yeah.
And I played it and played it and played it, and then I took like 3 weeks off.
Right.
And then I played it for 1 day. And then I took like 3 weeks off. And then I played it for 1 day. Then I took like 3 weeks off and I played it for 1 day. And now it's been like 2 months. It's been like a month and a
Damn.
half or something. It's been a while. I don't know. I just something keeps happening in my brain. I keep looking over like, man, I should go play God of War. And then I turn this way and I'm like, ooh, but YouTube. And then I just don't play it. I don't know. Like
maybe it's just that we're getting older, but it has felt like it's become more of a chore to play video games.
it's not for me. It's not that it's a chore. For me, it's more that
There's other stuff going on.
the PlayStation's over there and I'm right here already.
Oh yeah.
Like, it is almost purely a laziness factor in that for the longest time, whatever my console was hooked up to my setup.
Yeah.
So I could just plug and play right here.
Yeah. And now you don't want to.
But I've gotten so spoiled by
PC.
things being on multiple screens and not having to click buttons anymore, like just using my mouse for all control, that like the fact that even if it was over here, I'd have to like switch out a cord or click a button to switch from one HDMI to the other. Like that shit genuinely affects the attempt to do things. Like if I was gonna stream it, that's one thing. Like what I probably really need to do
Is stream it.
no, well yeah, but what I probably need to do is come hook it up to the computer and
Yeah.
stream like in a way where I can stream everything, and then it would actually happen.
I want to start back doing
Like
Red Dead streams.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing those. Again, those got pretty good views. It's just, a matter of finding the time to carve it out and do it.
Yeah, that's the big problem with all of it.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be so sweet if like we lived together.
Yeah.
If we lived together, it'd be so much easier to stream like literally every night.
Yeah.
Like not like 7 days a week, but 3 or 4.
Well, we could
Like-
sit down and like talk. Like we could do something like this. Sit down and talk for maybe like an hour and a half, and then just go straight into like playing video games or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whether we streamed them or not, like it'd be just so much easier to like we've said it before, but we don't say it enough. Like I don't think we say it enough for people to understand. The only reason Creighton and I have such good rapport is we've known each other so long.
Yeah.
We never see each other.
Yeah.
Like almost, I'd say 90% of us, like of our friendship for the last 3 years, in terms of like time spent with each other, has literally been the podcast.
and then we
90%.
we hung out for like the first time and didn't do a podcast
Last
Saturday.
Something like that. Yeah, we went
Yeah,
to dinner,
and then,
hung out at the mall, did all that.
Which
that
I
good
wanted
shit.
to do that. I was like, hey, like me, you, and Quentin haven't done anything in
Yeah.
a while. Let's go do it. And then like April and Sarah came, and that was fun. That was nice.
It's weird. We live in such a weird time.
Yeah.
Like
In our
only
lives or like
in
decades?
history.
Yeah.
Like think about people who were like really good friends
Mm-hmm.
60 years ago. 60 years ago, you know, it's the fucking 60s and
You go to
you
the
like
bar.
there's like maybe 20 people in the world that have you in my life, like where you sit in a studio and talk into a microphone. There's not a lot of people. That's a big radio's a big fucking thing in the 60s.
Yeah.
It's like this new, like there's like fucking a couple of guys doing it.
Yeah.
Like fucking Walter Cronkite's just over there fucking slaying on the radio
Yeah.
station. Otherwise, like no one knows that. Like, everyone goes and hangs out and does shit in real life. Now we're in a time where like you have a job, I have a job, you don't live here. Like I live here, you live somewhere else. Like we're friends. We went to school together. We went to high school. We had a job and did that job for a few years together, and then we continued being friends and would hang out. And hanging out consisted of sitting at Huddle House for 8 hours with like 8 friends, all sitting across the table, talking shit, doing this, but we weren't recording
we
it.
were recording it.
You know what I mean? And like we did
And
that.
We were recording it back then too. Like we were not recording at the table, but recording us.
Yeah, I
doing
mean,
the
there's
podcast.
Snapchat. I get every other day from Creighton. I get a Snapchat from either 2 to 6 years ago.
Yeah.
of like what
Of us
happened on
doing
this day 2 or 3 years
shenanigans.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all great. It's fun, but like
Yeah.
it's for now. We've been doing this for fucking over 3 years. We've been
Yeah.
doing this since like before COVID, and most. Like I think that number's probably, if we could actually like get a number literally, it would be close to 90% of the time we've spent together in 4 years has been our podcast.
Well, and like
And that's not a lot of time.
yeah.
Like that's a ton of hang. Like we've hung a lot on the podcast, like especially during COVID and the year after COVID.
Yeah. And
I
we
mean,
would-
dude,
there
there-
was a time when like after we would get done with one, we'd like watch a movie or go
And
to
hang
Walmart
and
or
hang out
do-
for 3
you
or
know.
4 hours after.
Yeah.
That was all COVID. That was all
Yeah.
a lot
But
more.
I mean, and also like I was at a different place with my job then. Back
Yeah.
then I didn't have to be at work till 3:00 the next day.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would oftentimes just stay out till 3 in the morning with him, and then like we would go to Walmart, maybe go get something to eat or whatever, just hang out, maybe watch a movie. We watched Mandalorian, like
Yeah.
that whole first
Oh, yeah.
season when it was coming out.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Well, that was a little bit before, but we finished it. Yeah.
We finished it during COVID.
that
Like
was
it
li-
took us a long
yeah.
time to finish.
Yeah, I was like,
It was a big show.
because we started it together. And I was like the
We
whole
watched Ted
time.
Lasso. I
the-
mean, we've watched all kinds of shit.
The whole time that me and you were not friends, I wouldn't finish it because I
Yeah.
was like, no. And then when me and you became friends again, I was like,
It's
It's
time.
It's time. Let's finish it together.
It's crazy 'cause like, I hate to say it, but it's just the truth. In a normal, I say normal like this is the new normal, but like in the past, our friendship wouldn't have lasted only because like our lives went different directions.
Yeah.
The podcast is what kept us doing like
Right.
being
Well,
friends.
it's
And
you
like
said, like, what did you say, like 30, 40 years ago? 60s? Would that be
Yeah,
like
the
50,
60s.
60 years ago?
yeah, 60 years ago would have been the
Um,
60s.
Like, me and you would, like, we wouldn't be, like, radio people. You know what I mean? Like, even if we had the talent for it, we just wouldn't have the opportunity. So now here we are, like, or back then we would have just, done this, but at a bar or something, and then,
Yeah.
like, went home with a beer in our hand and, like, then back to
Driven
our,
home with the beer, the cop would have pulled us over. We would have offered it to him. He would have
Yeah.
taken a sip.
Yeah, going home, slapped our wives around a little
Okay,
bit and gone to
well,
bed.
Jesus
You know what I
Christ.
mean? Beat the kids, just taking out all our rage.
yeah. Yeah, on our family.
Throw
The
it-
way that men did.
Exactly.
The way that our grandfathers did.
They'd wake up, cook us breakfast in the morning, and we'd throw them through the window and be off to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a good day, honey.
Fuck you, kids. Have a good day, sweetheart. I'll be at work.
With
Bringing home the
with my-
bacon.
with my cigarette and my black coffee.
Yeah. My cigar and black coffee.
Yeah. My pipe and my black coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just topped off with some liquor. It's like Irish coffee.
And like you would never see your friends from school. You would see them
Yeah.
twice a year.
Yeah.
You'd go camping with each other's families or
Yeah,
something
mhm.
and catch up on the good old days, which were playing football in high school.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh God, I couldn't do that. I mean, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Like, I guess
well, the thing is, if all this wasn't happening, if we didn't have, the internet the way that we do, if we didn't have access to like the world in the way that we did, that would be what's happening. You might still be with April, but like you might not. You might be with someone else and have kids, and I might be with someone else and have kids, and we would be doing fucking like we might never even see each other, or if we did, it would be going to fucking parks or meeting up at Walmart by accident. Like it would be some dumb shit. It's so crazy that like of all the unifiers, the things that could have connected us and kept us as friends after, like, one, after the shit that's happened in our friendship, but two, just after the definite divide that is noticeable without the podcast. Because we don't get to see each other.
Yeah.
Like, with my schedule and your schedule, it's just hard to be friends.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
not
we still
because
talk like every day.
yeah, but
pretty much,
not because we're not friends, but just because, like, it's hard to literally get the time
Well,
and,
I mean, look
and
at
hang
Amanda.
out.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you know, it's not that we're not. I still talk.
I miss
to
her
Amanda
so much.
on a pretty regular basis. You know what I mean? I don't know, like shot for shot, everything that's going on in her life. You know, but I mean, I do talk to her pretty like regularly. If not, like I would say, if not once a week, like at least once every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Or twice. You know what I mean? However you want to.
My problem with that, I love Amanda. I miss Amanda. My problem is I don't like talking on the phone. Like, I don't mind making a phone call, but even that is not this. Like, I like this. There's a reason we don't do
You
this
like sitting
podcast
down
on Discord.
talking, yeah.
I like sitting across from my friend and seeing them and talking to them and, like, having a conversation.
Amanda makes such fucking funny faces. It's
She does.
hilarious.
She's so fun.
Yes.
But
Somebody told me that she would, like, you know, well, I can imagine, but basically she got, like, you know, I see her mad all the time,
yeah.
and, like, you know, she tweeted out the other day about being mad, and I immediately responded with, like, yes, you know,
It's working.
let me be the reason.
Let me take whatever's reason it was and be the new reason.
My favorite thing is that me and her are friends on social media, 'cause sometimes she'll post, like, you know, some really deep motivational stuff, and I'm like, that's what I think about every time I get on your nerves. Like, keep going. Like, you can do it.
You can do it.
Do better today than what you did yesterday.
You just that's so stupid. Translate.
That's
Did you steal that joke? Is that a joke from something? That's literally like a scene from from It's Always Sunny or
Is
something.
it for real?
No, I'm saying it sounds like that
Oh,
kind of thing. Like every time that bitch says some motivational shit, I'm like, yeah, use this, Mac. Use this against her. Like that sounds like some shit that like, or like Chandler and Joey from Friends, or like Chris Pratt on Parks and Rec. Like
mean,
so many different characters could use that to their advantage.
If I am doing it unconsciously. But again, those are all things that I watch. So, like, you know, wouldn't be surprised if that kind of humor just rubbed off into stuff that I say. Like, I realized this the other day. You know, I grew up at least watching, like, Looney Tunes and shit like that.
Yeah.
A lot of, like, the sarcasm and, like, the inflections and the way that I say things sometimes, like, I'll see it verbatim, like, from either, like, a Bugs Bunny cartoon or a Daffy Duck cartoon.
It is weird. It's weird how many things, like how many tropes have been passed on from,
Yes.
like,
Well, it's not even
90
just
years
tropes. It's like inflections and the things that you say.
yeah, almost
like,
sometimes
you know.
literally like scene for like scene. It'll be a shot for shot
yeah.
remake of
And
something from.
It's not
It'll
like
be Breaking Bad, but it'll be from fucking the Looney Tunes.
right, and it's
like, there'll
not
be a
like
thing.
you're saying exactly what they're saying, but it's
But
like,
you are.
Yeah.
You might, the words might be different, but,
But yeah.
the message, the theme,
message
the what
is
is
the
being
same,
said
yeah.
is the same.
But anyways, I had somewhere I was going with this. Anyways, Amanda, yeah.
Yes.
So I could just imagine every time that I comment on those things that her face is just turning red and like getting angrier and angrier. And
By now, I mean it's like fucking
oh,
some
yeah,
crimson
it's
shade of dark blood.
absolutely. It's like purple probably wherever she is. Not here. That's for
Definitely
sure.
not here with us. I miss her. There's her little open spot over
My
there.
favorite thing about that time that she came is like, you know, did she come? Like here, like, you know.
Please.
Sorry. Not like that.
Man, if you ever hear all this, I'm sorry for the way that Creighton said all that in that way.
I didn't mean it
You
like
fucking idiot.
I really didn't.
You said
Because, like,
you said it twice, though.
She
That's the
wasn't
crazy part.
here. Like, nobody saw her arm. Nobody saw, like, a part of her body.
Oh,
And,
you mean
like,
the episode she was here when she wasn't here?
That she was actually here,
Yeah.
but she wasn't here. And, like, the more we talk about it, people are going to be like, was she there or were they just fucking with us?
They're not going to care. No.
Yeah, but somebody might.
Someone might.
And then, like, years from now, when we forget about all this and go back from, like, thousands of episodes from now, and we're talking about it, and we're like, was she there? And then we go back and look, and I'm like, look for an arm or something, Charlie. And you're like, I can't find it. We're going to be like, were we doing that? Was she here? Where's the parrot?
It's over there.
Oh.
Michael and Faith moved it.
Damn it, Michael and Faith. Now I just look at a brick wall.
Well,
Isn't Liam coming?
you spoiled it.
Oh.
He said it'll be like maybe 15 or 20 minutes.
Oh.
He's gonna come crash
I
it.
thought that you were just like teeing him up, like you spoiled it, and he was just gonna come running
Right
down
through the door,
stairs.
like he'd
Yeah.
been behind me the whole
Yeah.
time or something. Yeah, that would have been pretty sick.
I was like, damn, he's just been waiting for me to ask this whole time. What if I had never asked? Then he would just sat the whole podcast out in like a closet or something.
That would have been great, and you were supposed to fucking tee him up.
I know, right?
Door is open.
You want to hear something hilarious that I heard yesterday?
Yes.
I was watching Nostalgia Critic's been reviewing Pirates of the Caribbean.
Why?
Like-
They're 1,000 years old.
He's doing like Pirates Month or something like that. I guess
Okay.
he's looking for some kind of new thing to review. Anyways, well, he is Nostalgia Critic, so I guess that makes sense. Anyways, so he's been doing like one a week, and I guess he's calling this Pirate Month. So he did Black Pearl, Curse of Black Pearl last week, and this week he did Dead Man's Chest, and he said, "Yeah, Jack Sparrow has what you would like to call a WWE entrance in every movie."
He really does. Yeah. That's accurate. Especially the first movie.
I know, right? And I've never thought about the connection there, and I'm like, I had a moment like Quentin. I'm so mad I didn't make that joke. Wonder what his intro music would be. Probably something by Kid Rock.
Did Nostalgia Critic say that? Are
No,
you stealing jokes? You're killing it on these little fucking one-offs today. That was great. It would be some Kid Rock bullshit.
I've just been taking night classes.
Kid Rock would write a fucking sea shanty, and it would just for him.
The Weller
It would be
Man,
like how
Kid
Eminem.
Rock.
It would be like how Eminem wrote that fucking song for that Jake Gyllenhaal like MMA movie. Excuse me.
Oh. Now I'm just imagining Kid Rock singing a sea shanty.
Anyway, for the sake of this next story that I'm going to tell, I have to prelude it with some information.
Okay.
I visited Colorado yesterday.
What?
Shh. I was in Colorado yesterday,
Okay.
and while I was in Colorado, I did an edible, and I got really, really high. Because I was in Colorado,
Yeah.
where it's legal to do that.
Right.
You know, if I had done that here in South Carolina, I wouldn't be able to tell the story because of Twitch's terms of service.
Oh.
You can't like smoke or be high or talk about being high in a place that is
Can you say incel
illegal.
or no?
I mean, you can say the word, but you can't like call somebody that.
Call somebody what?
Anyway, I was in Colorado yesterday,
Yeah.
and I ate an edible, and I ate it at 7:30 in the morning, and I had a massage scheduled in Colorado, for 9 a.m.
Right.
Well, I ate the edible. I watched a YouTube video. I watched another couple YouTube videos, and I sat there and was just hanging out, watching. I was like, man, this thing's just not gonna kick in. And I went upstairs at the house in Colorado I was staying in, and I got the massage therapist was there.
What was the weather like in Colorado?
It was cold.
Were you in Boone
Shut
County,
up! Shut
Colorado?
up! No, there isn't. I don't know if there is one. Anyway, stop. Let me tell my story. All right, be quiet. So I do that, and I'm there, and I'm getting the massage, and I'm like 30 minutes in. It's an hour-long massage, and I'm like 30 minutes into the massage, and I'm on my back, and the massage therapist was massaging my right arm,
Right.
and I remember thinking the thought, I wonder how long she's been massaging my right arm. It feels like it's been a while. And then in the same like moment, she was already massaging my left arm. And like I had this flip moment of like, wait, where am I in the room? Is she on the same arm she was just on, or has she moved? Where in the room am I laying in relation to where the door is? Do I know where I am in the? And then I was like, oh, I'm high as fuck. like in that moment, I was like, "Shit, am I?" And then the rest of the massage, which was 30 minutes for real, was probably in my conscious mind like 2.5 hours long.
it
It was
literally-
an incredible massage.
It was
'cause
literally
I
like
was-
that meme where they're like, "Oh, this elbow ain't shit," and then like 30 it's
Yeah,
like
and
Skelter
literally.
standing up and they're like,
Yeah,
and sitting down.
exactly. And then what happened was, that was at 9 in the morning. I had been up from work the whole night before. You know,
Yes, 'cause you
left
called-
work, flew to Colorado, never slept, got there, ate, so I was up from like 11 a.m. on Tuesday until like, Cat, what's up, Cat?
What's up, Cat?
Jesus, it's been a million years.
I know.
But I was up for many, almost a day. I was up, popped the edible in Colorado where it's legal, and got the massage.
Jesus, you alright?
Hiccups, yeah. Left the massage somehow. I don't remember. It was really like I think she might have known that I was that. It was because
Really?
I was destroyed high by that point. It was
That's
crazy.
Hilarious. Did
Anyway.
she say anything to you?
No, she was very friendly like normal, but I think she was like, what's going on? And I
He
was
looks
like,
he's
I was
thinking.
like, I love you.
Oh!
Hold on. Let me tell this
Sorry,
because
sorry,
this
sorry.
story's long, but
Yeah.
it's good. So, I went upstairs and I took a nap because the plane yesterday was at around 2:00 to leave with Marcy and Quentin, who came to Colorado with me to all go to the mall in Colorado. So I texted Marcy like, hey, I'm gonna take a nap because I haven't slept yet from work yesterday.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take a nap. Just wake me up at 2. And I thought, I'm a little baked from this edible. I'll probably sleep it off. In 2 or 3 hours, it'll probably work its way through my system. I woke up, and I felt like it had definitely waned, but I was still like a little high. I was like, whew, okay, this is okay though. This is like a manageable.
Yeah.
I can work with this.
Yeah.
We leave. We get, we drive to the mall. I get to the mall and I go to not Starbucks, but like a coffee spot. And I asked the lady, because I'm baked enough to be silly. And I was like, ma'am, can I ask you a personal question? And she was like, okay. I was like, do you ever smoke or do any edibles or anything like that? And she was like, sometimes my boyfriend does a lot. And I was like, do you have like a remedy here to help with that, to get that like away? And she was like, give me a second. And I was like, oh, okay. She brought me some like green matcha tea with caramel and like a slice of like lemon lime cake.
Ooh.
And
Where
I
was
was
this at?
at the mall in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Is it like similar to any stores we have here?
yeah, it's like behind an escalator on the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That one.
Yeah, that place in Colorado.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, when you said lemon cake, I was like, I want to try some.
yeah, it was really good. Anyway, that started the second wave of the high.
Really?
It got
That?
worse than the first wave,
She said that was gonna help.
and it
Are you
fucking
sure you
jump started it.
Are you
I'm-
sure you were clear with her? Like,
Maybe
hey,
not.
I want it to help,
I-
but not help get me up. Help get me down.
Yeah, she might have misinterpreted what I was saying. Either way, I got fucking obliterated at the mall, bro. I was out of here. I was on another planet walking around the mall. I walked into a place called Lunchbox that our mall has, but so does the one in Colorado.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Did you buy anything? Did you like just start?
hold
spinning
on.
zipper
This
hits
story happens. You got to let the story happen for me to answer these questions.
and- That sure as hell explains like. What
I
you
walked
bought.
into this place with Marcy and Quentin.
Yeah.
And I was in there with them for about 3 minutes. And then I said goodbye, and I left. I didn't look back.
You didn't tell them where you were going.
I didn't tell them. I didn't know where I was going.
That's so bad.
I had no idea where I was going. I walked. I think in total, however long we were at the mall, I probably did 12 laps
Around the mall.
around both floors of this 2-floor mall.
So 24 altogether.
So 24 laps. All I did was walk around. I hit up a few places. I bought some underwear at a Rue 21. I walked past this skincare. Ma'am, if you ever hear this, this is to you. I walked
No, you
by-
went to one of those places. They're like, come here, check it out.
I walked by one of the prettiest women I've seen in days.
That's how they
Years
get you.
even.
Did you spend all your money on?
I didn't
skin?
spend all of it. But I
No,
I
Charlie.
spent like $40
oh my god.
on a $130 bottle of skin stuff that obviously isn't worth $130. They rope you in. They hope they can sell it to you for that. And if they can't, They talk you down, talk you down, talk you down. I told her how old I was. She said, "Well, you're 24 today, so I can get you on the college thing where you're a college student."
So you're
You get it.
24?
No. She told me that I was 24. I told her I was 27, and she was like, "You're 24 today." I was like, "Oh, bet."
That skin cream is so good that it makes you de-age?
It's a discount for college students.
Yeah.
Did you hear me? She was
Yeah.
trying to give me a discount.
Yeah.
Anyway,
a college student be 27 though. Sorry. Her math is just not adding up for me.
it's to get the discount, you have to be a certain age.
Well, that doesn't
of a
seem
college student.
College student. That's discrimination. Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway, this woman who is gorgeous. I want to go back and slowly buy these products off her at cheap prices.
Did you get her number?
No, not this time. I did get her. Well, maybe I think I did get her card.
What?
It's in a bag.
Oh.
I can't remember. I was out.
Well,
Anyway,
there you go,
hold
Charlie.
on. She did the whole regiment on my wrist, which is still the softest part of my body.
Yes, absolutely.
and I did end up buying a bottle of the stuff. She got me there.
Look, can I touch? Let me see.
No, later
not?
maybe, but no.
Can I touch the lotion?
No, I hate you. Stop saying it weird. Anyway, I saw Quentin and Marcy 2 or 3 times during this small trip.
Did they see you?
Yeah, I kept bumping. I would bump into them and say hi, and then I would just walk away. They were very mad at me. They were like, "We came to hang out, and you literally didn't hang out with us." I bought a partition from oh shit. I bought a partition at a place. I almost broke the story. The story almost got ruined. I bought a couple
that
books.
partition you told me about that you're having delivered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
And that's why I was going back to, because I was like, that sure as hell explains why you bought a partition.
Well, no, the partition I would have bought anyway was a really good price. Dude, those things were like $140.
Well, no, but that's why I'm saying, like, normally, like, when you tell me you buy a partition, I'm like, for who? Because, like, you just have you a mic here, and there's so many walls between you guys. Most of the time.
We've been wanting one for a long time for the hot tub area, so we
Yeah.
could go out there and change and not have to worry.
Yeah.
You know,
About, like, but which way, though?
doesn't matter.
Like, do you want the
just stand
part-
on one side of it.
Oh.
It's a partition.
But, like, there's a lot of people, though.
You just
How
move it. It
multiple
molds.
sides.
It like opens out. Like, you just
Oh.
move it. Like what do
you
you?
just get a changing room with, like, a tent. You know what I mean? Like a little tent that you change into. Not a standing up one, though. Make them have to get on the ground and change.
Anyway, got this partition. I bought it for very cheap and had it delivered here. Bought a couple books. Long story short, I was high until I went to sleep last night.
I know. So
I was high all day long off that from 7:30 until I flew home from Colorado and watched TV. I was destroyed.
So from my perspective,
Yes.
I like spoke to you on the phone very briefly, and you were like, "I'm so high." And
I
then-
called so many people.
and then
That's why Alim's coming over.
and
Because I
then-
called him last night. He didn't answer, and he apologized today. He's like, "Shit, I forgot what happened." I was like, "I was really high. I wanted to talk to you about it."
and then I made you laugh for like a good solid 10 minutes.
It
on
was
the
very
phone
funny.
because like you were just talking about shit.
Colorado weed just hits different. Says
And
Kat.
You're just talking shit.
It's true.
And you were like, make me laugh. And I told you a story, and you're like, wow, that didn't make me laugh at all.
You told a really dumb joke. It
I
was in the
did.
middle of the
I
day.
did. Well, like, the thing is, you guys
I
know
was
my
laying in
arm was
bed when you
fucked
said
up,
it.
too, yesterday. So, like, I was holding it up to try and stretch the muscle out. And Melissa comes by me, and she's like, why is your arm up? And I was like, or why is your arm in the air? And I was like, because I just don't care. And she never see it got that reaction.
It was a dumb, it's a terrible joke.
It was a
It's a terrible joke. It's one of the worst jokes you've ever said. You've said some stinkers. That was a pretty bad
Well,
one.
you gotta understand, Charlie. I don't aim to hit anything. I just shoot. And sometimes I hit, but most of the time I miss.
I noticed 2 things about myself and about society yesterday
When you were walking around.
when I was
observing.
walking around really high.
Yeah. Did you become a philosopher?
The first time, I've always been a philosopher. The
Yeah.
first time was actually not even at the mall. It was when I was at home and I looked in the mirror.
Well, not at home, at your house in Colorado.
Yeah, at the home that I was using as a home while I was there.
Yeah, in Colorado.
In Colorado. What's happening?
April's calling me. Hold on.
Okay.
Hello.
Maybe don't put it up to the mic. You don't know what she's going to say.
Oh, hey.
Make sure
are
she
you
knows
gonna
we're
say
live.
Anything crazy?
Take me off.
Tell her we're live on the podcast.
She said take her off.
Okay.
Hold on, give me like 1 second.
Okay. Kat, I didn't call you 'cause it's been a while and I forgot about you. When I said that out loud, I realized how like brutal it sounds. But I'm just sorry. There's no other way. Hi, Hi, Kat. You forgot about me? I'm sorry. Well, you haven't been here in a while, to be fair. You haven't been in the podcast in a while. You're not someone even when you were here often, it's not like we were on a call each other basis. So I apologize. I'm sorry that I was not privy to calling you on the phone. But, you called me once. Well, did I? When did I call you? Was it on Snapchat? I do remember. Oh, I did call you. I called so many people that night. When you were extremely. Yep. I remember that. I was in California that time, probably. Anyway, I do remember that. That was funny. I tried to make a group call on Snapchat that night with like 20 of my friends, and like 2 of them answered, and they were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You called my home phone too when you were in Virginia Beach. Well, that would have been. Well, that was different. That was us trying to like get in contact with you to like meet up. 'Cause you didn't go to dinner with us, you and your boyfriend. Like, you guys were so close, and you were like, let's sit in a parking lot instead of fucking get dinner with us. That place we went had the best steak I've ever eaten. That Rusted Spoon.
Yes.
That was the best steak I've literally ever had in my life.
So I figured out what I want to do for my birthday.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's almost your birthday.
Yeah, speaking of birthdays, today's Nova's birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday, Nova. This is your
it's
birthday
wait,
song.
we can't sing it yet.
Why?
It's because it's my grandma's birthday like 2 days ago, too. So, like, we gotta lump them in together.
Well, we could have. Okay, well, happy
Yeah.
birthday to. Fuck.
Grandma?
Yeah, what's her name?
Polly.
Polly.
Yes.
Shit, I was going to say Peggy. I was like, that's not right.
Peggy?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Grandma Polly and Nova. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Happy birthday.
Nova.
Happy birthday.
Did we, wait, did we sing?
Parking lots are fun.
Did we sing
When are you guys
April's
coming back?
Dad Happy Birthday? Did I tell you that? I can't remember if
Dude,
we did. No,
we got to
didn't.
sing happy birthday to people who are going to watch.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. But I
Your
just-
grandma's not. Well, your grandma actually does. Okay, that's a good point.
Sometimes she does.
But Nova's not going to watch.
He might. You never know. One day he might go back and look at this and be like, "Oh, that's who my mom dated and is now married to," or "That's who my mom dated."
And then murdered.
yeah, then murdered.
That's why my mom's in prison.
Yeah.
She murdered this guy 'cause he just got on her nerves. 'Cause that's the one of the 2 ways. There's like 2 ways it's gonna go.
Oh yeah,
Marriage or murder.
Yeah, there's no other way it's gonna be.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what were we talking about?
Colorado.
The mirror.
Mirror?
Okay, I looked at myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I was so out of it
Yes.
that I looked at myself and I didn't see. This is gonna sound weird 'cause I'm explaining it the way I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the me that I normally see when I look in the mirror.
You saw a new guy.
I saw the me that I think other people see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw me for who I am in the mirror.
You saw the man in the mirror.
I saw the man in the mirror. I was like, in my head, I was like, who am I?
Yeah.
And I sat there, and it might have been 30 seconds.
was
It
at the
might have been
mall?
15. This was before
Oh,
I
I was
left
about to
at
say, I
home.
can
At the
imagine-
home in Colorado.
In my mind, you were like at the mall,
just
you went
staring
to,
at myself in the
you
mirror.
went to like a public
Like a-
bathroom with like
or like a bell could
yeah,
just look
no,
at the pillars.
yeah, no, there's a bunch of people like coming in and out, and you're just sitting there looking in the mirror, like, who is the man in the mirror?
Yeah. But I sat there and like I had a very introspective moment with myself, like about myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is why people do this. This is some good shit. Like, this is, and I had like when you, this is going to not really get off topic totally, but it's going to feel a little off topic. You know, when you're a kid and you're worried about like death, or you're worried about like time, and you're worried about all these different things that you don't really understand or comprehend. And you kind of like, one day you finally have that moment where like you overcome that worry.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it's like you have been walking around with a 25-pound dumbbell on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And you've just fucking, it felt like that. It was like one of those moments where I was like, wow, I'm not worried about this thing I was worried. I'm not going to say what I was worried about, but that's like a personal thing. But I like, there was a moment where I was like, that's dumb. Like, look at you. You're the guy that, you know who you are. you know who this is, and like
Yeah.
I had that moment
Wait, so
like
you had
talking
like
to
a
myself.
moment of self-doubt and then like self-fulfillment?
No. I didn't have the moment of self-doubt. The
You had the moment
self-fulfillment
of
just
self-
showed. It was
Oh,
just
yeah,
self-fulfillment.
Like you were you were like, I'm happy
I was
with
like,
who I am.
I was like, not just I'm happy. Like I understand what this is. Like I understand
Yeah.
what's going on right here.
Yeah.
And it made the whole day a lot better. Like I kind of like rode that hilariously. I rode that high along with the high.
The actual.
But then also while I was at the mall, I realized something. Or actually, it was later in the night after we left the mall and went to Walmart. I realized just how much I hate my phone and texting people and calling people instead of just seeing them.
Really?
Because all I did at the mall in those 24 laps or whatever the fuck I did, was talk to people. I just kept walking up and like interjecting for like a 2-second
Yeah.
like jab into a conversation or like a funny little
I don't know,
thing.
you might have been the crazy homeless dude at the mall.
I was a little bit, but like people would invite me into the conversation a couple times, and like the one lady, like I sat there and I told her, I was like, listen, I'm baked, and she was like, don't worry, that's cool, and she was super friendly, and she she got me for the hand cream, but I was like, look, you talked to me for 15 minutes, like you let me have like this exchange of words, and like I made everyone, I was the only customer, I made everyone laugh.
Of
It
course
felt like
you
a
were the only
stand-up.
customer. What do you mean?
There were 3 people that. Well, I mean, the mall was packed. I mean,
Well, no, I'm
there's
talking
people came
about.
in and out.
I'm
but-
talking about. There's a lot of people that just avoid those types of places.
I mean, it was its own place. It wasn't like a table. It was
No.
like a nice, like an establishment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
wasn't like one of those.
I thought it was like you know how they.
It
have,
wasn't like
those
the
little-
booths where they're like, "Come buy our fucking fish oil."
Oh, I thought
Like,
that's what it was.
no. It's real good shit. Like it is nice shit. It's just expensive shit. But excuse me. I sat there, and I mean, I was killing. I made all of them like die laugh. I was like crushing. Like everywhere I went, I was like making people laugh. 'Cause you know me when I'm like that.
Right.
I'm funny anyway, but I'm funny as fuck when I'm because it just comes out better. Like it's just fun. You too. like one day we got to record a podcast just destroyed high like in another state where it's legal,
Yeah, Colorado.
like Colorado.
Yeah.
But until such a day.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was just having such a good time talking with everybody except my friends who I was there with. I kept leaving Marcy and Quentin all over the place. And I would again, every once in a while we'd bump into each other and be like, oh, guys, I love you so much. And I would hug them and then leave. And
You
then
said they were mad at you?
they were mad because I wasn't hanging out. Like they went everywhere together. Like they were like
Oh.
going from store to
Oh, like
store. as a-
Clinton got mad the other day.
Quentin gets mad when you go a place with him and don't hang out with him. And I get it, but I was on a different
Yeah.
I couldn't sit there
You're
like
on a
they were.
different plane of
I was on a
existence.
different plane of existence. I like needed to be moving. I couldn't
Yeah.
just sit around and look at stuff. I was like freaking out in that place when we first got there. I was like, I gotta keep going. And so I just kept going until like something grabbed my attention, and I would hover at it as long as I could until I was like, oh, it's time for me to leave. I walked into Spencer's and just announced, I'm baked. And they were all like, like everybody, it was like literally everyone was like, woohoo, let's go.
Did
Like
they
it was,
give you anything? Or
they didn't give me anything, but they were
Oh.
like, high five, dude. They like one guy high fived me. Everyone was like, let's go, having a good time. I was like, fuck yeah, like dude, it was my people. It was so great.
Wait. This reminds me of
One
the time
girl,
we-
wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. I'm sorry. I walked in. There was a girl with purple hair and like a fucking goth outfit on, and like it's at Spencer's, and she was like, I'm pretty sure I could get a job here, and I was like, pretty sure you could. I was about to ask you where something was. I was like, you already work here. Like, what do you mean? And then she was like, thank you. And I was like, of course. And then like she was like, dang, you're like destroyed high, aren't you? I was like, I was like scared. but it was funny. I'm sorry. I'll tell the rest later.
No, you're good. It's just funny 'cause like no. So I figured out what I want to do for my birthday, right? I want
Which
to go
is coming up. It's next month.
I
I
wanna-
remember.
I want to go back to Virginia Beach, but I want to go to that like antique mall thing again.
Yes, that place was amazing.
Yes, and I know what I'm gonna get.
What
Got
are
it
you-
planned out in my head.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get that transformer that was really cool that they wanted like $100 for. That was like a rare one.
Creighton, you don't need a transformer.
No, hear me out. I do.
Have you seen your room?
I'm
You don't
gonna-
have
I'm-
space.
I need it because I'm gonna like.
I need it.
Listen to me. I've been watching a lot of Dark of the Moon stuff from that Transformers Dark of the Moon movie. Let me tell you, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pose him like he's flying, right? I'm gonna take a bunch of fishing string and hang him up like he's flying around my room. But I'm not gonna tie him to the fan and have him fly around because I feel like that might be a bit much. Also, I'm tall and that's low hanging.
First off, you're going to die by transformer to the head. That's how you're going to die one day. Second, you don't need $100 transformer. You don't. You don't need it. You can say you need it all you want.
Hear me out. It's nice. It's cool.
Creighton, do you see this room?
Yeah.
This is a room for toys and shit. You don't have a room like that.
I'm gonna get one.
When? Where?
Once I'm out of debt, which I'll be out of debt. Me and Mom talked about it yesterday. June 1st. Or first paycheck in June, I'll be out of debt.
That's being debt free. That's not like. Then you have to start accruing like
Well,
building.
that's what I'm saying though. Like, you know,
It's gonna be.
and it's my birthday. I should get what I want for my birthday.
I mean, that's true.
And it's not like it's it's not like it's the $800 Optimus Prime that transforms and like does all this cool.
He
shit.
does need it to make him happy. Oh, never mind. If you're in debt, then no. Put $100 to your debt.
But that's what I'm saying though. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's not like it's the $800 transformer that you can link to your phone and it transforms and does all this cool shit. It's $100 piece of plastic. And really, like, what's the difference between going out with my friends and spending $100 on a meal? You know what I mean?
Well, I can't argue that right now, okay?
Why?
Because I don't know how.
Because it's gonna give me emotional fulfillment, and that food that I paid all that money for, I'm gonna use all its nutrients and poop it out, right? I'm never gonna poop out that transformer.
Yeah, but it's just gonna sit like on a dresser. Like you don't
Yeah,
have
so
you don't
will
have a
the
place for it, or in a
memories
box.
That I have, they'll sit in my head and just collect dust from that meal that I'd go out to with you guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be good to yourself sometimes, Charlie. You know what I mean? Some people buy hats, which I also do that. Some people buy jewelry, which I don't really do that. I mean, I get these bracelets and they're pretty cool. Like, some people buy like jewelry, like fucking gold.
Yeah, no.
chains
Some
and
people buy
rings and
some
stuff.
crazy shit.
And don't get me wrong, like I get that it's nice looking and everything, but they just like, you know. they're buying
Okay,
it just to wear it.
But debt. I agree, Kat. Creighton, don't.
But see, hear me out. Like, it's just gonna be my birthday money, not money I actually earn for my debt and stuff. So we'll be good.
Birthday money could help get you out of debt faster, you know.
It could, but it could also get me that transformer a lot faster.
Well, if you do it, let's do it on like a Friday, so I can go. Because I do want to go.
There he is. He's on board.
Virginia Beach is awesome. That place we went was so cool.
If we go this time, it's probably gonna be like a day trip though.
We should take Quentin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a go up there and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the thing is, I have to record a wedding with Quentin the next day.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we're
Wait,
making
the
money
next
from
day.
that.
So
Yeah.
you have this planned out already
Absolutely.
on a Friday?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got it mapped out.
I
in my
got
head.
lucky.
Or Wednesday. We could do a Wednesday if you want to. 'Cause my birthday's on a Wednesday this year, and I'm like, well, that sucks. I like it when my birthday's on like a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday.
Mine was on a Thursday. I had to work on mine this
Well,
year.
I take that back. I don't like it when it's on a Sunday because when it's on a
Transform into a responsible adult.
Sunday, when it's on a Sunday, typically it's on Easter Sunday. So, you know, I don't like sharing my birthday with a rabbit.
So dumb.
Now, Jesus, I'm all on board with. I'll share my birthday with Jesus.
Well, you don't though.
Easter, you know, that's
that's
the
not
day
his
he
birthday.
he rose, or he has risen.
Yeah, and he was like, "Celebrate a rabbit."
Have you seen the
Oh, the
TikToks?
rabbit? Yeah, he has
No,
eggs.
No, it's like Jesus, right? And it's like the third day whenever they opened up the thing, and it's like Jesus with a guitar, and he like starts wailing on.
Yes. Stupid. Creighton, if you get out of debt by April 30th, my birthday, I'll buy your transformer. There you go.
That's $100 for like getting rid of what I'm in debt with.
What? She says she'll get it for you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, you know, why don't you just get it for me anyway, since it's my birthday?
That's. I think that's what she's saying. Just wait until it's her birthday so she gets the money.
Yeah, but I have to have my debt paid off by April 30th.
But you said by June is when you'll be done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be able to financially, like, I would have to go without gas, without food, to like get it. I would have to go without so many things just to have it paid off by then.
Are you stupid? She's saying that's not what do you think she's saying? She's saying that if you don't get it on your birthday, she'll wait 2 more weeks and she'll just get it for you.
No, she said, Creighton, if you get out of debt
by April
30th, my birthday.
Oh, get out. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I read that wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
say,
sorry.
what are you saying? Are we on?
I'm sorry. You're right. We are on. I was wrong.
I was like,
I was wrong. I read it wrong.
I
I'm an
still
idiot.
thought I was wrong a little bit, and I was like rereading it, and I was like,
Expedite it by a month. I mean, I don't think you get how much my man's penny pinching over here. He's already pretty thin.
and I got 2 things paid off this past week.
Yeah, I mean you're doing a good job so far by
Big things.
to me. I think you're doing a great job. That'll be way funnier in the years to come when we tell the story again.
You'll know when I roll up in an Escalade if I'm
Oh,
doing
Jesus.
good or not. If I'm rolling up in an Escalade, I'm probably not doing
No,
good.
you're probably back in debt. You don't need a vehicle. You need to get. Look, I've never been in debt. Well, okay, technically that's false. I'm technically in debt with the college, but I'm never paying them back because it wasn't a student loan. It doesn't get bigger. I just owe them that much for going and taking classes.
But
I didn't-
tuition?
Yeah, yeah. I took classes. I didn't keep going, so if I ever go back, I'll pay it. But I'm probably not. So later.
Does
Anyway,
it show up on your credit score eventually?
I don't know. I doubt it. It wasn't credit.
Well, no,
I just
but that's
didn't
what I'm
pay.
saying, though.
Technically, I
Like,
probably
if
stole
you
from
have
them.
a bill that you don't pay, eventually they'll send that to a collection agency, and that collection agency will put it on your credit report.
Wait until the government comes for you. Debt collectors. Yeah, well. Look who this is. Don't walk in front of a camera. Don't walk in front of a camera.
It's a mystery. Who could it be? Is it Amanda?
Oh, hold on, careful. That's a camera, right? You pass that pillar and you're on camera.
Oh my God, she's shirtless.
It's not.
It's not Amanda.
It's not Amanda. It is someone else. Oh, here, hold on. I got you.
He's a man who's ruined all other men for you.
Yeah, on Twitch.
Said Charlie.
Unless we're doing like a hot tub stream
Yeah.
or like certain, like some people get away with it because they're big streamers, but
What, there's a-
we're definitely small enough that someone could like get mad at us.
What? There's a hot tub in the background.
That's not how.
So we could just
Well,
open
yeah,
up this one.
that's why it's ironic. But
You also can't say simp, incel, and what was the other thing? There's like a third one.
fuck, I don't remember what the other one was.
Right? I've been trying to think about
You
this.
can't say simp or incel. Virgin. It was virgin.
You can't say virgin?
You can't say virgin. You can we're saying them obviously. You can say the word. You can't like call someone that in like a negative manner or you'll get banned.
You can't say it, but Creighton proceeds to.
Yeah.
Well, that's the ongoing joke.
That is
Like,
the
you know,
joke.
it's
Twerk
like,
for us? No, that will not be happening.
we can't say twerk for us either.
What?
I said we can't say twerk for
No,
us.
we can say twerk. She's told me to.
No. Why don't you twerk for us, Charlie?
Because I don't want to.
Can you not?
Probably not.
Oh, well.
I don't think I've ever done it.
I mean, those who can do, you know what I mean?
Right. Right. Well, you do it then.
I can't. I know I can't. Like, you know.
I can't. My shoulder's injured.
I have, exactly. See, it would have fucked up my shoulder blade and everything else. Apparently, I'm thick, though, according to April.
You ran over here?
Wait, you ran
Yeah.
from your house?
Yeah, it's not that far.
His house is like, wait,
It's like 2 miles.
you talking about the house I helped you move into? Yeah, that's a little ways. Cause
It's
I'm
over by
across town.
McDonald's, right? Yeah.
Damn.
It's not that.
Since we started?
Like 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad. Oh, really?
Come talk into the mic
Yeah,
so we can hear
are
you.
you coming on this?
Yeah, no one hears this. Yeah, I know. There's one
it's
over
over
there.
here. Like, you've already got the camera and mic set up over here.
We preceded this.
Yeah.
We made sure this was all ready for you
Yeah.
when you got
Normally,
here.
there's a parrot in your chair.
Yeah, that big red parrot was in your chair for like 3 episodes.
We call him Big Red.
There you go. You good? You good?
I was wondering where he was. I was like, man, he said he was on the way a while ago. But now it makes sense. He was running that whole time.
Hey, wait, before you go over there, come over here. Oh man, you took the whole thing.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know.
And he's got to run back too.
100. That was more like 80.
Yeah, you ever want to get rid of those, you let me know.
I got you.
Hell no, I'm not running back.
How you getting back?
Probably gonna make you
Oh,
take
yeah.
him.
You were goddamn Colorado.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably take him. I just got places to be after
understand.
this. Yeah. You know, Noah's birthday party's today.
Yeah. When's it start?
It starts
Where's my damn
at 4.
headset?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I have everything
Stuff's in
set
different
ready to
places.
go.
Well, it was Charlie that said that, so you know.
What are you guys talking about?
Look, it's Aleem, everybody.
Right. Just recently, we were talking about you and Charlie's trip to Colorado.
You just went to Colorado?
For the sake of my hold on, let me get back.
Now he's gonna talk to you not on the mic, and then I'm gonna get off the mic and talk to you guys, so that way nobody really knows what's going on. And
So
everybody that's here is just like looking like.
for the sake of legal Twitch reasons,
Yeah.
I took an edible in Colorado yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and it was similar to something. To something, and and you know, it was a story. It was a long event. Yesterday was forever for me. It was
An eternity.
It was an eternity. I learned some things about myself that
You didn't know?
I wouldn't say that I didn't know. Probably things I just needed to like be sure about. That
Yeah.
I had to literally get that high and look in the mirror and be like, oh, okay, and like understand some stuff about myself. And then I went and was in the world way more than I've ever been while I was that destroyed. And just walked around the mall for hours, just meeting and talking to people, just gone. I mean, I was not here anymore. It was fantastic.
What made you want to go to Colorado?
Yeah, it was a Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know.
He wanted to talk.
So what happened was I had I took the edible at 7:30 in the morning, soon after I arrived in Colorado, and I had a massage scheduled for 9 o'clock in Colorado, and you know, I ate that at 7:30 and it didn't kick in, and the massage came around. I was like, I guess I just didn't take enough or whatever, and I started the massage, and like 30 minutes into the massage, it kicked in really hard, like all at once, and I was like, oh shit. And like the last 30 minutes of that massage felt like 3 hours. Incredible. One of the best massages I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
It was amazing. And then I took a nap and then woke up and was still a little high, but not too bad. I was like, okay, I probably slept most of it off. And then I got to the mall and went to a coffee place. Sorry everyone watching, this is literally the second time I'm telling the fast version though.
Yeah, my bad.
Went to a coffee spot and told the lady there, I was like, hey, I'm high as fuck. Can you give me something that will help? And she was like, I got you. And she handed me this. And I think Creighton mentioned this, and I think it makes sense. I think what she got by that was help me make this last longer. What I meant was help me get rid of this. And I rode the second wave.
Clear.
I rode the second wind of that thing until I fell asleep last night. I was high all day long. I was destroyed.
This is why language.
Until I flew home to where we are, which is South Carolina.
This is why language is important, Charlie. So
You're right.
that
No,
way
yes, that's a good.
You don't mess things up.
Good message to glean from this.
My computer's not working, so I'm looking at everything on my phone.
How necessary? Well, actually, no, I guess keeping up with the chat and whatnot.
Yeah.
is
I mean, I
pretty
could look over there, but it's so
Oh,
much
shit.
easier just to do like this.
I never thought about setting it up on my phone. I recently went to Colorado, and I'll even say out of the country, if you will.
Because of the implication.
Yeah, and as I went to Colorado and then took a trip out of the country immediately after I landed in Colorado to go out of the country.
Yeah.
And I realized so many of like my problems come from basically I'm always chasing like a feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like like a rush, like something that moves me, you know, versus like finding that internally and being able to access it is something that like I go out of the country for. So I went way
It's
out.
a lot easier to go out of the country for those things. It's harder to find them at home.
Exactly. So I go way out the country. Like, like countries you haven't been to, countries, like wild.
Countries that aren't mapped out yet.
Yeah, exactly. Wild fucking countries. And like stayed up for, a while. And when it was all said and done, man, I felt so like refreshed and so reset because like basically I felt everything that I was like kind of chasing to feel. I felt all at once in this one like grand boom, and it made me realize that that's what I was looking for. And now that I found that, I was like, well, I can't just keep doing this all the time. I was like, let me get back to like what makes me look for these things internally. You know what I mean? Because that's my problem. You know what I'm saying? Always kind of like chasing a rush, like chasing a dragon, chasing like a feeling, something to inspire me, something to make me want to move and whatnot. And basically, I just did it at a point where it just didn't like matter anymore. I was like, yeah, this is like way too much, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, it's nice. It's very interesting. I think, because I'm not like about you is that you started like leaving out of state like later in your life. You know what I mean? Like you're only recently well traveled, so to speak.
You are incredibly well traveled. You travel all the time, constantly,
and then you realize you're like, there's something at home that I can see a lot more clear now
because of how much I've traveled.
Exactly.
It's crazy how. I'm glad I waited.
Yeah.
I'm like I thought that maybe like my brother was always like, dude, you're gonna love traveling. Like you're always you're gonna be mad that you haven't been doing it your whole life. And for me, I was like, I think that I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Because for me, it's like I don't need to travel often.
Yeah.
I need to travel to get away. And like what happened yesterday in Colorado, I needed to travel, to Colorado and learn some stuff about myself. That I can only find in Colorado.
You learn more. I feel like, at least in my experience, you learn more when you're traveling, like about in here, than you would ever if you just sat at home all the time. Which is weird because it's like you have to go
you have to go far away
to get close to yourself.
get closer to yourself.
Exactly.
It's interesting.
And like the different intensities and like the different ways to travel and the
different weather, the turbulence, the turbulence that you go through, like the crazy waves on the ships of the ferries you have to take to get to other countries.
Exactly.
So do you think you're like overcoming that need or want to like chase
the high? It's very much like now I can get back to like it being fun. Like it solely being fun.
Like you can just go to Sumter. You can just go to Myrtle Beach. You don't have to go out of state or out of country anymore.
Exactly.
It's a lot easier to have a good time.
And because like at the end of the day, a lot of the time it's like, and this isn't me getting teary. I literally have sweat pouring into my eyes from the run out. Because there's sometimes man, you just got to really deal with these
Sometimes
things.
when you travel, it's gotta be by foot.
Yeah, oh God, that's bad.
You're one to say that.
That was bad. I was like, maybe if I say this, it'll sound good, and I'll be able to figure something out by the end and make it better. But I couldn't.
And
now I've already said it.
It was pretty funny. But yeah, for sure. Like now, like I can do my art with or without traveling. You know what I mean? I can because that's the thing, man.
It's a lot easier to see the things that you see when traveling in your normal life once you've experienced them in travel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like introspectively. The great thing about this conversation is whether anyone's privy to what we're talking about or not, it's true anyway.
Oh, no, it works 100%.
It's crazy. Everything's
Wait,
the
what
same.
are you guys talking about?
Nothing at all.
Dude,
I thought we were just talking about travel.
We are. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, man, it's important to travel, and even like when things are settled, even when there's not an issue, I think if everything is going good in your life, you should still travel. You know what I mean? There's
I agree.
Different reasonings and different intensities, and
I know you don't want to travel anymore.
No,
it's far anymore. But like on some real shit, I found this thing that they're doing over in Turkey, where you basically pay like $30,000 for 3 years, and you go on like this tour. Or not a tour, you go on this cruise for 3 years, and you basically live on the ship for
wow.
3 years and go and see like all the like you see the pyramids of Giza, you see the
Badass.
Great Wall of China, you sail around the tip of South America.
$30K for 3 years is actually an
That's what
incredibly
I'm
good
saying.
deal.
You spend New Year's in Dubai, like Christmas, and like they listed all over this other place, and like you're basically on this cruise ship with like I think it's like a couple thousand people, and you're basically in a small portable city for 3 years for $90,000.
30. I thought you said 30,000.
It's $30,000 a year for 3 years.
Oh, a
so
year.
So
That's
$90,000.
less. That's not as cool as it
But
sounded.
it's for 3 years though.
It is still 3 years.
You talk about wording. That is dog shit.
Yeah,
wording.
that was
Oh,
terrible.
you
That
think
is-
so? What?
Dude,
What
because
is it?
30,000
If you say
for 3
30,000
years.
30,000
Oh, my bad. Sorry, yeah. Not 30,000 a year for 3 years.
Oh, that's
so
so much worse.
90,000 altogether, 45 down.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's
But
not
I mean,
as
but
that's
I
not
mean,
as
like,
cool.
think about it like this. Okay, like
I could like ruffle up 30 grand if I like fucking hustled my ass off and tried for like 6 months.
yeah.
I could probably go
But-
go hard in the paint, like fucking learn how to paint people's houses and
But-
shit. Like I could go nuts
But think
for
about
a while,
that,
make
like,
30 grand in cash, do that, and then for 3 years of your life, not only not worry, but have a fucking blast.
But think
You're
about
gonna meet
that.
your wife on that cruise. You're gonna meet. I mean, you're gonna meet some, maybe,
Not your wife.
not literally on the cruise, but like on that journey. In 3 years, you're gonna meet somebody that you're gonna like either know
But
for
I
the,
mean- but I mean,
like you're
think
gonna
about
spend
that.
3 years on a boat. You're gonna meet people you're gonna know for the rest of your
And
life at the very least.
It's equipped for people that work
yeah.
from home too as well. So like you could like if you have like a work at home job, you could leave like you could leave wherever you live at and still keep your job and stuff if you work from an
Is that everything included though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be for
it's
90
all
grand.
included. But I mean, you gotta think about that's like if you just picked up your life and lived on a cruise ship for 3 years for $90,000, that's a house. You know what I mean? That's a house, a guaranteed house, guaranteed meal, guaranteed you're gonna see shit for 3 years for $90,000.
And it's 2,000 people.
I think
Yeah,
it's
they're
I
Michaels.
think it's basically
You can have one.
like living in a very very small community.
I mean, it's great for the cruise because they're making 180 million off
Yeah.
2,000 people,
yeah.
which is pretty like.
But I mean, think
that's
of
pretty
think
bananas.
of like everywhere that you're going, and like some of the stops that they'll be like a couple days, so you can actually spend time. And it's kind of like what we talked about.
Rent
with
plus
the-
food plus activities is definitely more than 30K a year. Yeah, I mean
But that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like
It
it's
is a
great
good deal. It's just
for,
not
like,
it's not as fun for like people like us. Like if you said 30 grand for 3 years, that's not only like sounds awesome. It's suddenly
It's so cheap.
incredibly doable.
Yeah.
Like if the three of us wanted
Well-
to just bust our ass for like a year and a half, put 30 grand away, and then put like another 20
Yeah.
grand away, so we have a cushion to like come back to. Like
Well,
we
and,
spend
like-
3 years traveling the world doing cool shit, hanging out.
The
Partying.
crazy part is like everything. All your
You have to pay
food,
half up
everything's
front,
paid
though,
for.
though.
Yeah. No, it's like 45 up front.
Half up
Well,
front.
yeah, it is half, isn't it? My bad. Sorry.
Mm,
I, was,
mm, mm, mm.
I don't know why
You're
I was
just
thinking.
dying on the math.
No.
today.
When you were saying half, I was thinking 50, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. But I mean, that's a house. That's it's a car. It's kind of
Yeah,
reminds
it's
me of the
everything.
train thing that you were talking about.
Yeah, the train thing's incredibly affordable. Like
Yeah, but
you
that's
can
a
get
year. That's a year-long thing, isn't it?
So the one Mike told me about was, but it's now they're more like you spend like 3 or 4 grand, and it's like 3 to 6 months. But it's I mean that's still great. You travel the country for 3 to 6 months. You have a cabin and everything, and you're all over America. That's one thing. Like there's like a money amount that I want to get to that I have where I could suddenly think like, do I want to just disappear for like 6 months and see the country and like take a laptop with my recording equipment and just record podcasts explaining
Yeah.
my experiences day by day.
But see, now imagine that, but on a ship for 3 years.
That wouldn't.
The ship's a lot. The thing that sucks with that though is like once you get on the ship, there's a lot less like. That's a much bigger commitment. Like
Yeah,
6
it's-
months traveling by land, like I go wherever the fuck I want.
Yeah, like if the train leaves without you, fuck it. Like
I mean,
you're wherever you were and
Once
you
you're,
can still do
once you're
shit.
on that water, bro, you're on the, and like sure you're gonna port somewhere and just give up the money that you spent to like fucking helicopter.
Well,
out
no.
of there,
That's
like-
what I'm saying. Like I think it works like the train thing. Like, say you get off in Dubai, right, and you want to go home for Christmas or something like that. Like you just
Ilbo,
fly home,
shut! I will
do
ban you
Christmas,
from
fly
every
back
chat
to
I
wherever
can.
port they're gonna be at after that, and just hop back home. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I completely zoned out or whatever part of it, because I'm pretty sure you guys were talking about that, and I'm trying to think about what I was thinking about while you guys were saying that. 'Cause I'm
No,
like,
it
I
took
know
me
they
a
just
second
said
because
that.
I wanted to get to the train thing.
Yeah.
And I kept like forgetting it because he'd start asking me something about
Even
it.
then, though, still a big commitment, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a very big commitment.
Yeah.
But
I like the idea of being gone for 6 months. I don't know about like 3 years.
But like, imagine
Yeah.
if we did it though.
Yeah, like 6 months is super.
But
Because like,
in-
think about it this way, like, 6 months was fucking what month is it?
And
It's
you- but
6
you-
months ago was November. Like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was 6 months
But
ago
you
already.
couldn't do all
No,
of the
it wasn't.
all the stops.
November's after October. That's the one before. That's 4 months.
You couldn't do all the stops that you wanted to do. All the stops that they're like have lined up individually as vacations for $90,000. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean like on the cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the thing is,
Then you're spending all that money on flights. The
No,
flights
no,
are-
no, no, no. But that's
no, no.
what-
He's
I'm
saying
the
you're getting a
stops.
great deal. It's all worth it for sure because it's
'Cause,
90
like,
grand
think of everywhere
for
you're stopping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't do those vacations
for more than less
For-
than
for-
2 to
like,
5
you
grand
see what I'm
anyway,
saying?
Yeah.
and it's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's 3 years straight. Like you're gonna be going all over the place
Yeah.
constantly. I'm sure you're in certain ports for a week or two at a time
Yeah.
though, which is cool.
And you can get a tan. There's a pool. You know.
I
There's,
guess,
like
like,
ship poker. You
The,
know.
the idea of being like
Gambling.
uprooted from like wherever your life is for like that long, because like, all right, like that's great if you're single, like, but like,
Yeah,
all right, if you're in a relationship, do you both go? Just one
Exactly.
of you goes long
'Cause then
distance.
that's
If you
like
both
180 a piece.
That was so much struggling.
No, no, no. I was trying to think because I was
180
like,
leave the math to
One-
us.
Well, no,
180
no, no,
all
I
It's
was-
together.
180 together.
It's
Cause
still
like,
90
Well, no, no,
apiece.
mine's a different situation because she's got 2 kids. I don't know how the kid prices work.
Ah, okay, you were like doing
Yeah.
all your math for you, but all
So
right,
if
and then
it's-
God forbid you guys break up, not you guys, but
Bilbo,
whoever you
no,
go
you're
Right.
not
Oh, you
allowed.
break up while you're on there?
in Dubai.
Oh.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's
Like
tough.
That'd
like,
be brutal.
It's
Well,
really
I don't
not-
know.
and then you have to live on the ship
like-
together.
like that part. That
It's su-
part doesn't really freak me out because like I feel like
No, Bilbo, don't.
like I don't know. At least in my relationship, I'm in it for the long haul
No,
anyway.
no, I
Please
So
get
don't.
that yeah.
It's just like how weird it is to live your life like that relative to like whatever you have set up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like 3 years. Like I don't know, man.
And I gotta see the rooms. Like how big are the rooms?
They are small.
They are. You looked
They
it
are
up?
garbage. I mean, not those. I didn't look those up, but like on
Well,
cruise
look
ships,
up,
like there are nice rooms, but they cost way more.
but that's what I'm saying. Look up the rooms for this one, so that way we know what we're dealing with.
I don't want to.
You don't want to? Wow.
I just don't want to. Like, look, I can go ahead and tell you for sure that 3 years is a lot. I don't think I'd be able to do 3 years.
I would-
Even
I
if I
would-
paid the money, I'd be like, I think after 7 or 8 months, if you're tired of it, you don't give a fuck that you spent that money anymore. You're already like, I've seen and done enough. Like the money no longer is the object of it. It's like I need to get back to my life because I'm going to subtract 3 years from my normal life on this trip if I don't.
I would grind hard to get a nice room and just stay there for 3 years. If I had like nobody else to worry about and didn't have, like, you know,
that's
if
not
it
the,
was
that's
just
not the
me,
reality.
I would do it. Like
Yeah,
if
well,
it
you
was-
say that, but you're not just you. You
Right.
don't know what you'd be
But
like.
I mean,
just
that's
you.
what I'm saying. If it had been like how it was a couple of months ago, like just me and you, I would be like, "Hey, let's go do this, and we'll do a podcast around the world."
That sounds fun. See, I could.
Yeah,
I think 15K for 6 months would be cool.
yeah, 15K for 6 months would be nice.
Still expensive, but like
Yeah, but I mean, it's worth it though. Like again,
I think
like, by the
15K
time
on
you
a
go
nice.
all the places and everything, like it's more than paid for itself because
Oh.
there's no way you could go to all those places individually for just 15K.
I think 15K on like a cool, like just instead of a trip, you just buy like a Winnebago and hook up the podcast gear in the Winnebago and just travel the country.
Well, I mean, yeah. Whenever you guys are gonna like do that kind of shit, like let me know because I
Yeah.
definitely want to travel. The country,
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I guess I'm also thinking too much relative.
So
to,
Creighton, it's time to go. Have you seen Aleem? Dude. I mean, I think he lives here now. Because that's what's gonna happen to you. You're
Yeah.
gonna find a place, a city, and be like, guys, I can't leave.
Yeah.
Man,
It's probably gonna be a girl, and you're gonna be like,
I wasn't even supposed to like be here this long. Like, when I left Jersey, bro, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll be back next year, guys.
"Damn."
Fast forward a decade for the
Fucking
one time.
That's why I'm leaving. I
Yeah.
have to leave, bro. I got another 400 days in South Carolina max, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I cannot fucking stay here. Like, dude, I'm gonna leave like with shit under my feet, but like I'll crash and burn out this bitch before I stay here much longer, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I like it and everything, but like it's gotten to a point where like I realize like I'm not from here, and like it's not the worst thing, but I don't know. It's different. Like being from somewhere way different and like going back home, and I don't belong there either. That shit does not feel nice. But like after a while, like doesn't feel like so hot here either. And I don't know what it is. I think it's like because it was so shifty growing up, I have a desire to like leave places, like to be on the move. Like there's a nuance and an experience you can only get when like something's new. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And like unfortunately, like that's how I like.
You're
That's-
chasing that journey again.
Huh? No.
Yeah, you don't think so?
The coolest thing for me, literally, is traveling.
It sounded.
When I went to Philly,
I said that.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I don't mean like I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. It just sounded like it.
No. I 100%.
Because like that feeling only lasts so long. That nuance feeling.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, 100%. But like, I feel like when I get like somewhere where like I belong or I feel like I belong, like I wouldn't care that nuance was gone. You know what I mean? Like I've been here, like I've seen what's around here and stuff, and like I don't necessarily like it or like want it,
Right.
and I know what it's like where I'm from, and that's also like I said, like there's a difference in like. Because I'm not saying you guys don't know or do know, but like the culture shift and being where I'm from and then like spending 10 years down here, like I don't know, it does something to you and it makes you like want to be like elsewhere after a while. And I would like to be somewhere that doesn't make me feel like that. And like I know it's not here because like,
Right.
yeah. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's because even so, like with you would think I would want to do the traveling thing, but even that I wouldn't want to constantly be going.
You want to
somewhere.
plant somewhere, but you want
Exactly.
to figure out where you want to plant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's kind of like a dragon thing, but not exactly. Like I appreciate you calling that out because the nuance of things does run out. But that's the thing. I feel like where I would really want to be, I wouldn't give a fuck that the nuance ran out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like me before. Like whenever I was looking for like a really good relationship. I was like, no, I don't mean it like that. It's just because it sounds so similar.
Yeah.
Like everything you're saying.
Well,
is
all of
exactly
it's the same.
How I felt. You know
all
what
of it's the same in that it's all what we desire.
Yeah, because
You desire one thing. Eileen desires a different thing.
Yeah.
Like we all desire different versions
but
of the
like
same
what
thing.
he
We
said-
all are desiring happiness.
Because there is a new feeling, like whenever you get into a relationship, right? And eventually that new feeling goes away, but you want like something like
To
of
spice it up.
substance that's gonna keep you around. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
like a view you're never gonna get tired of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the most like consistent. Because like wherever you live at, you're gonna want a view that you never get tired of, and whoever you're with, you want like a person you never get tired of looking at.
Yeah, that's a very great like 1-to-1. And even in that, because like I'm known for like being promiscuous and kind of like of the heart in many hearts, so to speak. So like even what you're saying, it's something that like in the background of all that I know is like what keeps me from like changing that behavior like outright. You know what I mean? It's not something that I look for, but it is something that like whenever I find somebody that sparks something a little bit different that's lasting past it being new, like I notice it, you know what I mean? And I think that's a great way, like a view you never get tired of is a grand way to describe a lot of things, honestly. And I don't know, I guess like that's a lot of like where I'm at like right now in life is like searching for a view that like I won't get tired of because my entire life has been like a fucking like slideshow.
That's what's kept me and Charlie together for so long. I never get tired of looking over at him.
Oh,
we were talking earlier, like at the beginning of the podcast, about how like our friendship. We've known each other since high school. Like we knew each other in the 9th grade. We had a class together, but we weren't really friends until like end of 11th grade / 12th grade. Like when we started working together. Like even when we took Learn TV together as a class, and even then we weren't really like.
Breaking Bad started our friendship.
Well, yeah.
You remember that? 'Cause
You-
we were
him and
literally-
Quentin had seen Breaking Bad, and I hadn't, so I was going home and binging it.
Quentin wasn't working with us yet. It was just me and you for a long time. You
Oh,
remember
okay.
that?
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
It was like
for-
a solid.
Well, you say a long time, but in reality, it was only about 6 months.
Yeah,
Right?
well, that's what I was gonna say. It's probably 6 to maybe 9 months.
Yeah, and we
of
worked there
just
for
me.
5 or
Yeah.
6 years.
And then Quentin just started trying to like edge his way in. You know.
Yeah, and then he did. I mean,
Yeah.
very quickly, actually.
He just
Quentin
kept
Quentin
coming, and
Quentin just started
Richie
showing
was,
up, so our boss was like, "Do you want to work here?" and
He
was
wasn't
like,
even
"Yes,
in the
very
class.
much."
I don't think.
And now he's the only one left working there, and he like works a salary position at Learn TV. He never had to go to school or nothing for it. Like that motherfucker just is a teacher.
He
Like,
knows
he
his
edits
way
it.
in.
He's an editor and everything. Like it's crazy. But
He's around children. He teaches them how to do things.
yeah,
No,
he's-
no,
like
no.
by title, he's not a teacher, but he's effectively
Yeah.
teaching kids how to edit.
He's shaping
It's
the
hilarious.
next generation.
But anyway, like since Learn TV, like in the first couple of years, before we started doing the podcast, it was a lot of like going to Huddle House and sitting at Huddle House for 8 hours until 4 in the morning, just hanging out with our friends. And we would hang out and do all that shit. And then once the thing that will not be named happened, and we were not friends for a while. We weren't friends for a while, almost 2 years.
The Great Divide.
The Great Divide happened. And then when he came back and we started like hanging out, almost immediately I was like, we had like 4 or 5 hangouts, like just the two of us, where we were just like talking shit, hanging out, went and grabbed lunch.
And he was still mad at me.
and I was still like angry, but I was
But
like,
he was also having a good time.
but I was like, man, I did miss this fucker.
Yeah.
So like we'll just be sitting there talking. And I was like, hey, you want to record a podcast? And he was like, sure. And that was like a few months before COVID. And then COVID hit, and we were recording 5 or 6 days a week. And like since we've started the podcast, like 90% of the time we've spent together has been recorded for sure. Like we get to see each other, but not often. And it's crazy that like our friendships have been able to maintain almost solely through this. Cause like we would still like, I would know Creighton and we'd be friends, but it wouldn't be like we're super zoned in on what this is. And we wouldn't be able to see each other or be friends, or we wouldn't have been together for this long,
Right.
as he put it at the beginning of all this, if it wasn't for the podcast. And like I think that's super true. Like we are able. I went to the mall with Quentin last week, just the two of us. Like drove up there with him. We said maybe 2 sentences to each other.
But you know, guys.
But that's cool with us because that's how me and Quentin are. He's like Quentin's like my best friend. Like we have said it all.
Yeah.
Like me and Creighton somehow haven't said it all.
Yeah.
Like it's been years of doing this podcast, and we
And
always
we never will.
don't find something to talk about. Quentin, like he needs to sit there and think. He needs
Yeah.
to ponder. He doesn't need to like continually be speaking for the conversation to continue.
I'm not trying to cut you off.
Okay.
But I do have to leave. You don't have to end it. I just like because there's a kid's birthday party I have to go to. Be like supportive.
I don't know if you want me to keep it going with you.
No,
'cause
yeah,
I
that's what I'm
will.
saying. If y'all want to keep
Yeah,
it going, that's fine with me. Like, cause I just have to.
I don't know if you have anything to do, then I'll hit the pavement.
Well, I need to leave in like 30 minutes ish anyway.
Yeah.
You want to just hang out for 30 minutes then?
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Oh.
We'll wrap this up real quick. And is Cat and Elbow still here? Cat, Elbow, if you're here, we love you. Thank you for watching. This was a long episode for us,
Yeah.
like compared to the
Well,
recent
yeah.
ones, because of how much time we've been
Yeah.
able to do. I'm sad that we weren't able to keep going. I wish Aleem had been here the whole time. I love when Aleem's here.
Hey, I just had to like pop up on you guys.
Yeah.
If I didn't like run, if I didn't run here, I wasn't gonna start working out again. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna like just run my ass over there. So,
Yeah.
happy to crash it as always.
Yes, we love. I'm thinking about like 3 things at once. I was like, I was thinking of a way I could maybe wrap up what I was about to say, but there's not enough time. Anyway, we love you guys. Goodbye, Aleem. Thank you for crashing.
Yeah.
Creighton, as
Goodbye,
always.
Creighton.
Goodbye, Creighton. Everybody have a good day.